right, welcome to the Dirty Bird Nation Report, the unofficial official podcast of Falcons Twitter. It's your girl Lethal Saint back at you. South Breeze 706 is MIA again for like the 20th time. Don't know when he's coming back. He's somewhere. I don't know where the fuck he is. But we would have been back to you sooner, but we had technical difficulties. And then Tony had to make some fucking sloppy joes. And then I got hives. So we're back now. Right before the season starts, we have Tony with us and we have Josh today. What's up, y'all?
What it do? Can y'all hear me clearly?
So they're here. What?
Can y'all hear me clearly?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Yeah, you're good. So, preseason is over. We didn't care to talk about preseason because it's fucking preseason. Like, records don't matter. Nothing really matters. But one thing that did matter in preseason was our kicking game. So, I just want to tell you guys, you two and you people listening, I just wanted to tell y'all, fuck y'all, because y'all told me the day that my kicker got cut that we would be fine. Y'all said that this Italian guy would take over, that he was younger, that he had better legs, that he made a 50-plus yarder, so we would be fine, even though he only did it that one time. And that we didn't need Matt Bryant because he cost too much and all this other bullshit. And then preseason happened, and the same guy that y'all said we would be fine with ended up missing like all his kicks. Granted, one got tipped, but who cares? And then we signed Blair Walsh. Blair, I gained 10 pounds, so that should help me kick better. Walsh, the same guy that like blew a whole playoff game, he ended up getting signed too and missing 4. I repeat, 4 kicks in a row in preseason. And then the Italian missed a 39-yarder. And then y'all started crying, wanting Matt Bryant back. All while the whole offseason, y'all told me to shut the fuck up. Fuck
we
y'all.
Didn't say it like that.
Fuck.
We didn't say it like that.
Y'all. Yeah, basically
we didn't.
Yeah, basically did. So I want to say fuck y'all. The GOAT kicker is back. My motherfucking kicker, Matt the fuck Bryant, is back in the building, and y'all are all happy. And none of y'all hoes apologize to me, so I want to say fuck y'all. And if y'all want these hands, I will be at the Eagles game, and y'all can catch me in front of the Falcon. Catch me there to get these hands.
I see you.
Okay.
I see you.
All right. Yeah, I'll see you, Josh.
Okay, so all right.
Okay.
So let me explain, and I think Josh can agree with this. So the reason why we bring in a kicker who the first game he ended up becoming the special team player of the week, and every time we called upon him when Matt Bryant was out, he delivered. I mean, the guy was perfect. He was completely perfect. He was younger, so from what we saw, he was the guy for the job. And we're just not talking about, kicks from, is going wide right and squeezing in the field goal. I mean, he was kicking it right down the middle. I mean, a left-footed kicker at that, which we're not used to seeing. So, I can say he had us all bamboozled.
Y'all.
I don't know.
Don't bring that. Don't bring me into this. Yeah, y'all bamboozled.
No, he had us bamboozled. I don't know what happened to this guy. He just totally hit a 180. Like, it was just like the kicker that Tampa Bay drafted, part 2. I don't know what.
Robert Aguayo.
I don't know what the deal was. I'm not giving you no apology gift because we had every right to believe in this man. We had every
Exactly.
right.
Exactly.
We had every right to believe he was younger.
Nope.
He was delivering for us each and every time we called upon him. So I do not have an explanation as to why he was a total woof in the preseason. And signing Blair Walsh just wasn't it. That they just went and signed the same kicker.
I mean, players messed up. I mean, we didn't know he was like Tony said. We didn't know he was going to regress like this. I mean,
yeah.
Again, when he came in,
that caught us all off guard.
When he came in last year and filled in for Bryant, he did a good job, which is why we kept him and Bryant on the roster together when Bryant got back healthy. So I mean, he did give us a glimpse of that he was a capable NFL kicker. But again, I don't know what happened between then and now to where he just regressed a lot. But I mean, luckily nobody scooped up Bryant while he was a free agent. And I mean, I'm glad he's back. But again, I understand from a business standpoint of why we did it. Bryant was making X amount of money and he was getting hurt on routine kicks. I mean, if I'm paying you X amount of money, if I'm paying you X amount of money, I don't need you to get injured on a 40-yard kick. Like, what I'm gonna do after that? And then on top of that, like I said, you making really good money to be a kicker. Like, come on, man. Like, I need you to be available.
$3.5 million.
He deserves it.
Right. I need you to be available.
If I'm not mistaken.
Well, we're not saying that he doesn't deserve it. I'm saying his the way that his body is now, like how he's easily injured. We didn't need that. That's what I'm saying.
Now, I do agree with the injury part. Let me put all my dramatics aside for a second. Shut up. For those of you that haven't been following me for a long time, I am very dramatic, okay? But I'm dramatic on purpose. Yeah. All right, let me just throw that out there. I know football. I don't know all that nickel shit. I'm still learning that, but I do know my fucking football, okay? So, I love my kicker. I love Matt Bryant. I, too, did not expect this Italian guy to just, like, fucking lose his footing. Like, literally, like, what the fuck? I didn't expect that to happen either. But at the same time, I did not want Matt Bryant to get fired. I wanted him to retire on his own. You know what I'm saying? So that was my thing with this whole kicker thing, because the man, I mean, he's consistent. That's it. His consistency throughout the years has been like my biggest concern. Like, why the fuck would we let him go when he's so consistent? I personally stopped since who was the last player that I stopped trusting? I think Vince Young, I want to say, is like the last person that I stopped trusting, them having like a couple good games. And then the next season, they're like shit. You know what I'm saying? So I don't trust anyone to have one great season. And then the next season, you know, it's like, what the fuck happened? So that's why I never trusted the Italian guy. However, I did think he would be like much greater than he proved to us in preseason. I don't know what happened to him. Do I want him to stay on the team? Yes. Do I want him to be mentored? I want him to stay on the team and be mentored, because maybe he had some drink.
No, he
can go.
Blew his chain.
No, he can go.
He blew his chain.
He had
opportunity. He can go, man.
Look,
I get that feeling. I get that feeling of Matt Bryant's shoes are huge, but he was just totally terrified of the job, bro.
I mean, I don't understand how when he got the job and he was like banging, and then preseason, I don't know what happened, but I see a lot of UGA people talking about you want the nerd kicker with the glasses to come in. I mean, I guess. I mean, he seems like he's
Blankenship.
good. Uh,
He's the best kicker
well,
in
I'll
college
take him.
football right
Shit.
now.
But if he blows it, I'm gonna talk about Four Eyes for like, the rest of my life. I'm just gonna.
I mean, but no kicker is 100%. Like they're gonna have
Well, yeah,
times when they
Brian has
miss
had
one or
times when he's
two. I mean,
missed, but
right. So it's just part of the
yeah,
game.
that is true. Um, I don't know if y'all listen. I mean, I think y'all do listen to Falcons radio. I don't know why, because most of those shows are like
Nope.
completely shit. Like they're not even fucking Falcons fan. Let's get on this for a second. All right, everyone, just block D-Led. Just block him. Stop reading his shit, and let's get him fired, okay? Because that guy is fucking ridiculous. The Vaughn guy, he just be triggering people too. So y'all can either block him or not block him, or get blocked by him.
Yep.
Either way, it doesn't matter. I don't understand Falcons media and why they do the shit that they do. But this guy named Hugh Douglas, um, he, oh God. So, Coy, that bald white guy that used to play for the Falcons? If you don't know, his name's Coy Wire. He's talking about the
Coy
breaking
wire.
news about,
Yeah.
Matt Bryant, getting his tryout on. And Hugh Douglas goes, wait, for real? I think I called this. And this guy, stop laughing. This guy at Wook215 on Twitter says his exact words was, what the fuck? Sometimes Twitter, the English, I'm just gonna skim through this. Okay, his exact words, blah, blah, blah. There was no way Matt Bryant would not be a Falcon this year because they gave the job to the Italian. And the ship has sailed, people. Then it changed to they might want to call him because if they stink up the joint, they have him on speed dial. So, I don't know why they're lying to people about what they said. I don't Falcons media. I don't know why y'all listen to them
Wait,
because every
that's
time you listen to them,
is
you get pissed off.
no. Well, I mean, he can somewhat speak on it because he actually played in the NFL. Not only played, he was actually pretty decent. So he could actually speak on the thing with Matt Bryant because he basically said that franchises like once they cut a player, they normally don't like, oh, we gonna go back and re-sign him, which is true, unless it's like money related. 9 times out of 10, if you get cut by a team, you're done with that particular team. So I mean, I get why he was saying that too. And then like I said, put that with the reasoning of Brian getting hurt on simple kicks and him making buku money. I mean, it's understandable why he said
That's the
what he
guy that
said.
played for the Titans, right?
No. He played for Philly when they was with McNabb and Terrell Owens when they had that team, and then he played for
Who am I
Jacksonville
thinking?
Jaguars.
Oh, the other guy.
But I mean, but he like I said, he personally was actually a pretty good player, so he could speak on it. He wasn't like a bum or
But
anything
you don't get to
trying to talk, but
claim you
but
said
but yeah.
something and you didn't. Like, don't be out here lying in these streets when people have you on a nationally syndicated radio show. You're like, yeah, I claim that. No, fuck you. Fuck out of here. You said the total opposite and then decided to change your mind after the Italian, you know, fucking failed. Just like most of y'all. Like most of y'all, were fucking saying and telling me all off season. Now look at y'all. Y'all love him. Also, let me call out a few people. I'm not gonna say their at names because people are real sensitive on these Twitter streets. Shut your mouth.
You try to sound like
Anyways,
everybody.
so there's some people that love to also do the same thing. They like to say one thing is happening, and then the Falcons are like, no, this is what's going on. And then those same people are like, yeah, I knew that that was going on the whole time. Yeah, I know what the Falcons front office are doing. They did this because of XYZ, and this is why they're going to do that. And I called this a long time ago, even though you didn't. You said the totally opposite thing. But now you think you know everything because I don't know. And you're like, I don't know, 40 years old and above in age on a app called Twitter talking about you knew everything that was going on in the Falcons front office, even though you don't even work remotely near the Falcons front office. So y'all gotta stop doing that. You know,
Who said
I'll
who
send you
said this?
I'll send you a message. But they keep doing it. It's mostly some
Okay,
males
please.
because I'm just like, why do y'all keep doing this and keep claiming you know everything? Like, for example, Matt Bryant, they're like, oh, it was a conspiracy that they were planning to bring him back this entire time, and that him and his family knew, and they only did it so he could have a summer break with his family and didn't get hurt while he was with his family, so he could spend time with his family. And they all knew, and they were all gonna come back and live together, and he was gonna get so much money because it was a whole conspiracy and set up from the beginning. You sound like a fucking idiot. That is not even what happened.
I mean, but
It's not, because I
but
talked to
that
Miss
could be a
Bryant.
possibility too, though. They let him miss. They
Yes.
they
She literally, they
they.
packed up and moved their
Are you there?
entire house. Their entire house from near Flowery Branch. And they were looking at, allegedly, hold on, woo, because she can deny it. I gotta say allegedly, because
Tampa,
they can
back
deny
back to
this, and I
Tampa.
don't have money to get sued. Looking at other teams to play for. They picked up and moved, and she literally got rid of all her Falcon stuff. And she said that.
Yeah,
She told you that?
it's reported that like, but it was reported that like 5 teams, including us,
Yeah.
was called them. So I mean, I can see that, but again, a team normally
Right, and
doesn't
that's
double down
why
on the
they
player when
were
they cut them.
looking.
Like
You
once they
know,
cut a player,
they
that's it for
moved,
that player.
and then he was gonna go
So
to another team if that team picked him up. But we ended up picking him up again. And she even tweeted out she needed more Falcons gear because she misplaced hers because she like literally got rid of all her shit. So for people to come and say conspiracy theory, just shut up. Like, you sound like a freaking idiot. Shut up. Okay. Yes, because these people are fucking annoying. Like,
I
seriously,
pretty
it's
angry.
not a conspiracy theory. The only thing y'all can conspire on right now is fucking Julio Jones or whatever in
Is
this
it?
contract that I wish happened before we recorded, but it doesn't look like it's gonna happen. I've been refreshing my Twitter feed, but he's gonna become, okay, I hope he becomes the highest paid wide receiver, because if not, Falcons fans are gonna lose their goddamn mind. Y'all's thoughts on this?
He's gonna get his contract. I mean, it's just a matter between now and Sunday, which is gonna happen. So y'all just be patient. It's gonna happen, like I said, between now and Sunday. And then he's gonna go out
Uh-huh.
and have like 130 yards against Minnesota, and we win.
He better.
Yeah, 130. Julio's a walking. Julio's is a walking 100-yard game, like how LeBron is a walking triple
That's true.
double.
I have him on my
Julio's
fantasy
is
team,
almost the
so,
same thing.
you know, I need all the points that I can get because I'm trying to win this league. Tony, you think well, I'm pretty sure it's going to be done by Sunday, but a lot of people are freaking out. Tony, do you think it'll be done by Sunday, and do you think he's going to be the highest paid wide receiver? Is Tony alive? Tony, are you alive?
That's a good question.
Maybe he had to pee. But all I know is he better be the highest paid wide receiver because I might have a slight issue with it.
No, but that's how the NFL works nowadays. It's how can you want up the next player? Like Michael Thomas got however much money he got. Now Julio's gonna top that.
Do you think he's going to be the highest paid wide receiver? And when do you think this contract is going to get signed?
He better be. And as far as when, I'm not sure.
Like I just said, I think watch they do it like Saturday at like 2 a.m. just to piss us off. Just because they know we're going to be pissed off and people are going to be like adding the Falcons, like what the fuck, and cussing them out. Because everybody seems to be worried that he's going to sit out week 1 if it doesn't get signed and all done by then. I think personally it's been done. I think it was done like when Julio and Dion were on that plane and they were like, well, not a plane, a fucking private jet, and they were breaking bread. I think it was done then, verbally, honestly, and now they're just trying to move money around and like, you know, get everything done with the lawyers and stuff. And then all he has to do is like write his fucking signature and call it a day.
Yeah.
You know what's gonna be funny if he don't catch the plane to Minnesota.
Dog, everybody will like fucking lose their minds. Like Falcons
Josh not
fans.
back?
Yeah, he's here.
Josh?
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so yeah, that's gonna be funny. That's gonna be funny if he don't fly with us in Minnesota. And then we get it done like the day before. Like that, like you said, is like Sunday at 2 a.m. And then he takes a private jet to Minnesota.
That shit would be crazy. And they'll probably do it on purpose just to troll us.
You think he like Dion or something?
They should do it just to fucking troll us because we'll fucking lose our minds and the news will be fucking having a field day with it. Like, it's just gonna be total chaos. And I'll only be stressed out a little bit because he is on my fantasy team. So, you know, I don't have time for his shenanigans, but I won't be too mad if he does end up trolling us in the whole organization. Cause
there's nothing to worry about.
Yeah, but everyone is worried.
It's gonna get done. It's just a matter of when. It's just a matter of when, man. I think they're trying to figure out what they're gonna pay him, I guess.
Right.
I guess that's it because we now have the money, if I'm not mistaken. But as far as, you know, when it'll get done, you know, I'm projecting if not tonight, then sometime between tomorrow and this weekend.
Yeah, because
I'm hoping it's tomorrow.
Who the hell?
And then shout out to Vaughn talking about some. I don't see him playing. Talking about some. He doesn't see Julio playing. It's just his opinion. It's kind of hard to see him play without a contract. Like,
yeah,
that's how rumors get started. I'm glad nobody fed off that foolishness.
Exactly, because like I said, I think the writers here, they just say crap like that to rile the fans up, and it's like it's all unnecessary, man. Like, y'all don't have to say that. Like, again, what makes it even dumb that he said that, but it's like, if that was the case, then why is Julio even practicing? Like he can get injured at practice and he won't get his money. I mean, no, Blake won't do him like that. But I'm just saying, like, if he was to do him like that, it's like if Julio wanted a new deal that bad, he wouldn't even be at practice. He wouldn't have been at training camp. He would have sat through all of that, and he wouldn't put his body at risk for injury.
Right.
So that's why I see him playing on Sunday, regardless.
Yeah, I see it too. Like, he's gonna play, but the contract's definitely gonna get done before that. Like, they're just fucking with us, just like with everything else. They like to just fuck with us. What else has happened? All right, so our roster is set. Well, kind of. Because we just signed fullback Keith Smith to a 1-year deal after our roster was set, which is good news for Josh because looks like Ortiz is probably going to get cut or down to the practice squad.
No, they came to an injury settlement with him, so he's been cut like since like yesterday or Tuesday.
Get him out of here. I ain't even seen the news,
Yeah,
but
yeah, yeah. When
Wait,
you
what happened?
yeah Ortiz he reached that injury settlement with the team. So basically, like when you
Yeah.
yeah, so if a player reaches a settlement with the team, that just means all right, cut me this check for X amount of money, and we'll go our separate ways. So Ortiz isn't on the team anymore.
who? Yeah. All right, let's go through the list real quick. So quarterbacks, we got both Matts. A little disappointed in the second Matt because I kind of like the Vanilla Vic guy. I don't even know his name, but I saw him. Who?
Danny Etling?
D- Danny Etling,
Yeah,
Danny
Vanilla Vic.
Etling?
That's
but
what I said.
he, he he's on that
Who?
practice
Yeah.
squad.
All right, so that's bittersweet because I do like what's his name? What's his fucking name? The kid that got injured, the quarterback.
Who? Oh,
Yes,
Bankhart?
yes,
Yeah,
Bankhart?
I do like him, but Vanilla Vic is cool too. Hopefully, his injury, he heals from that fast and gets back because I want him and Vanilla Vic being mentored by Matt Ryan so we can get Matt Shaw about the paint. I'm tired of him being overpaid bench warmer on my team. He's got to go. Um, Wide receivers. We got. I'm not even gonna name the fucking obvious because, like, seriously, if you don't know who the fucking obvious are, you're not a fucking Falcons fan. All right, so not so obvious are Russell Gage, Justin Hardy. The South Breeze is gonna be pretty pissed off about that because he hates Hardy for whatever reason. And this glass guy who I can't say his name and don't feel like butchering it. Yep,
it's
him.
Zacchaeus.
Yep, they made
Yeah.
the roster. Happy for Gage. Don't know much about Zacchaeus, except he made some good catches, and according to the Falcons website, he can return punts. So, I hope he actually can because
Mm-hmm.
we are sick and tired of fucking punt returners being trash. Yeah, we got spoiled by Hardy and we kind of would like that back. So, what the fuck is wrong with you?
No, we don't.
The nigga ran
Y'all like
from
Hardy at
one
punt
end to
return?
the other. So, yes.
N-
Oh, not
Not
Hardy.
hard. Wait, what's
Fucking,
that?
Wait, who you
Hester.
talking about?
Hester. That's what I meant.
Oh.
Are you?
Oh.
Shut up. It's
Yeah,
late.
Hester.
I
Yeah,
forgot he
Okay. It's
even
late
played
at
for
night.
us.
I'm on some drugs. Prescription drugs, by the way. Because my
Oh,
allergies
okay.
are a bit.
Oh, well, he didn't
Oh,
necessarily
he
he
kind of
didn't
did, man.
necessarily spoil us, but um yeah, the return game has got to get better. We
No.
even had Sanu back there, which I don't
he's
understand.
well.
But
Well, surprisingly, I didn't even know, but they Quinn stated that it's a new he did a little kick return, I mean punt return, early in his career in Cincinnati. So I guess they're trying to get that back up, and yeah, he's the backup
Nah,
returner
man.
on punts now.
Listen,
yeah, to the running back
listen.
Barner.
Sanu needs
Yeah,
to
yeah.
be our backup quarterback and our backup kicker. All right? We don't need him at punt returner. We can use him as a backup quarterback for sure. And he's shown he can kick the ball. So those are the only two positions that I'm like, yes, he does need a third one, okay? Unless, he fucking does more tip drills this year with these fucking balls. We don't need that shit like last year. Do you understand me? Do you understand, Sanu? Oh.
I'm actually intrigued with him playing. I mean, returning kicks returning punts because I would like to
I don't
see
know,
this
Flea.
now.
We have 6 running backs? Holy shit.
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
Well,
but I didn't
it's
think
including the
they're all
fullback,
gonna
so
fucking make the team.
I knew it. I told my brother. I
Yeah.
told my brother the same
So my
thing. Like, why not? I mean, because all of them played good in the preseason, and then on top of that, free health is a concern. So the more
You
running
got a
backs we
point
have,
there. I
the
just really
better.
didn't think that they were going to actually keep all of them.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I was expecting to come on here and be like, oh man, they cut Ito. Like I was gonna be disappointed because I do like.
No, who and yeah, and D led with that dumb tweet that one day when he said Ito may get traded is that was stupid because to me, in my personal opinion, I may be the minority, but Ito he reminds me of Free. Like he is a shifty, um, small back. I mean, the only thing with Ito is that he's not as violent as a runner as Free, but he's a shifty, dependable back, and I think he did a really good job filling in for Free last year. So I didn't get the whole thing of Ito may get traded within the next few days, and lo and behold, a few days later, Ito is showing
Yeah,
out in the
I
preseason
like
game.
all of.
I don't know, bro. D-Lay needs to go right for somebody else,
Right?
bro, because I don't like
Yeah.
him. Everything
Yes,
he says about that team is
like
Yeah.
negative, and then it be untrue.
Yeah.
He sucks. Not only that, and then he ugly.
what?
He ugly,
What's
man.
up? What? Is that like a Louisiana thing? Cause y'all say people ugly off top.
Yeah, I really think it is. I really think it
Hey,
is.
Y'all call
if the shoe
everybody
fits,
ugly.
you gotta wear it. But I don't know how many times I gotta get on here and cuss out fucking D-Lad. Like, bruh, just stop, Lord. That guy.
He blocked me and then he unblocked me.
He unblocked you.
Yeah, he
He's such
blocked me and
a
then he
punk, man.
unblocked
I'm
me.
so sick of him.
This is a
We gotta
while
get him
back though. This is
fired. I
like a
don't know
year
how.
ago.
He gotta go.
Right. I mean, just
I wonder if
stop responding to his, just basically just ignore the man. Like he does some of the crap that
yeah, I don't even follow the
he
dude.
does some of the stuff that he does to, like I say, to get y'all in the uproar. So we just tune him out and just let him just say the nonsense and that be
I
it.
hope so. And
Then I'm pretty
soon.
sure
Because
he'll
nobody got
stop it.
time for this shit no more. Um, ugh. Gets on my damn nerves. Alright, running backs, free, Ito. We fucking got everybody. Alright? Every running back you saw is here.
I was actually shocked that we found that fullback because my cousin's a Cowboys fan. He said Keith
He's
Smith. He
good.
used to play for the
He's pretty
Cowboys.
good.
He said Keith
Oh
Smith.
no.
Yeah, he said was pretty good. I was shocked. I wonder why the Raiders let him go.
That for what I know, the Raiders they went younger and cheaper, and some of the Raiders fans that they were saying that the new fullback that they have is play better than Keith in the preseason. So
Okay,
yeah. But I mean, even if
that's
even if
up.
he wasn't the best option in Oakland, he's a better option here over Ortiz. Sorry, so
Yeah. Yeah, I'm mad because we
Fucking Matt
gave
Schaub.
we really gave Patrick
Ugh.
DeMarco's money to Matt Schaub,
I just got
bro.
mad.
I'm like, are y'all
Oh
I
well.
mean,
serious right now?
but who like this is the thing too. If if
For what?
if we didn't
Come on, man. Dude is making $2 million a
if we didn't give
year.
that money to Shop, if we listen, if we didn't give that money to Shop, look, we was gonna have like Ryan Tannehill
I'd rather
backing
have
up Matt. Do y'all
DeMarco
want
back.
that? No, you
Come
don't
on,
want that.
man.
Ryan Tannehill, he ain't gonna see the field.
You don't know that. Not knock on
Dog,
We'd rather
wood.
DeMarco
have
is a
DeMarco back. He ain't
beast.
gonna see
Like
the
that was
Knock on
field.
wood.
ridiculous.
We don't know that.
That hurt me as much as the fucking Bryant. Well, almost as much as Bryant getting cut. Like, come on, man. Like he can block, he can catch. He's a fucking beast.
Yeah, that pissed me off too.
Oh,
He was, but at the same time,
he's coming
we
in.
gotta understand players come
Whatever.
and go. Like
Fuck, Matt Shot warming up the damn
I'm
bench. We really
I'm
need to
just
pay him
saying.
$12 million to sit. They
Okay,
could pay me that much money to sit down, and I would have took only like fucking 500,000 of it and gave the rest to keep fucking DeMarco. Shit. Ugh. Let me move on before I get pissed off again. Tight ends. All right, so that one guy that y'all had all that hope in, that one tight end, I think he went to the Patriots or something. Well, he got cut by them. So that dude was trash. He's from Stanford, right?
yep.
Oh,
No, he's
well,
from
yep. No hope in
Drake.
him,
He's
so
from
he's out the league
a
now.
college called Drake.
Tight ends, Hooper, Luke, and Jaden. So we got 3 tight ends. They can all do different good things, like blocking when we need it. Hoop, hopefully he worked on his speed because the guy can catch, but he still be running kind of slow. Like, dude, you got them long legs and you running like a sloth. I don't understand. But yeah, and Jaden, I think he can do both.
Yeah.
So he's good. And offensive line. Whew, there's a lot of people. So we got Alex, Jake, Chris, Jamin Brown, James Carpenter, Matt Gono, Ty, question mark. I mean, I guess. Caleb, McGarry, and Wes. Um, yeah, I mean, news on the street is people are concerned about Ty's play, but they're also concerned about McGarry's health. So, what are y'all's takes on these 2 players?
Ty, we should have never gave him that money. That
Yeah.
money could the money that we gave Ty Stamberlo. He got like a pretty good chunk of change that I felt like that could have went to Matt Bryant and we could have never cut him in the beginning. We could have found someone younger, cheaper, who could have given us the same production as Ty. Um, and yeah, I feel like he's not. I just don't. I don't think he's a liability in my opinion. Like if he's starting, then we're gonna be in trouble. And Gary, he just got to get in football shape. The heart procedure kind of slowed him down a little bit. But once he gets back up to shape, he's gonna be pretty good for us. I like what I saw in that Jacksonville game from him. He's gonna be a mauler. He literally blocks to the whistle. And he's nasty with it. So we're gonna be
Yeah,
okay
Tony,
once
what you
he's
think?
healthy and once he becomes a full time starter.
Don't tell me Tony's gone again. Ugh. Tony is gone again. Alright, we're gonna finish this out real quick. Um, so I think that they only have Ty because of McGarry's um health problems. However, I do think that they could find someone else to replace Ty. I mean, yeah, someone's got to replace Ty, but McGarry, I did see the highlights of McGarry, and he looked like a fucking beast. So hopefully, you know, yeah, he just gotta stay healthy. And I know
Yeah,
people are
he
mad. They're like, "Why would we
yeah
sign
he
a
gonna be
guy
real
that
nice for us.
has
So
a heart condition?" And it's like, come on, man. Like he can still play football. So that is why we signed him. So the defensive line, we got Alan Bailey, Adrian, John Kaminsky, Tack, Vic, Jake. Everybody does, they're all on the line. To me, it's a great lineup. We got great pieces that we can move around, and they can all do their fucking
yes,
job. The only real question mark on the team, on the defensive line, is of course Vic. Will he be able to do his job and stand up this year? I hope so, but I got the sliver of hope. And South Breeze, of course, has hope
nope.
for Vic. I know, I know you don't, and I'm pretty sure Tony doesn't either. Um, but what do you think about our line this year?
This is the most versatile, deep defensive line that we have since Quinn been here. Like I said really good things from everybody except Vic. Um, Granted, Vic showed a few flashes that he may be a different player in the preseason. I'm still not sold on him. Again, he's had 4 years prior to show how great he is, and he's only shown us that in one year in the Super Bowl year. So I'm not holding my breath on Vic to do anything this year. But like I said, I'm expecting big things from everybody else. Bailey, that signing is going to be very clutch for us. He was really good in Kansas City. Um, I expect nothing less from him signing with us. That's just going to free up Grady, um, uh, Grady Tack to get one on ones. Also, Davidson get one on ones. Let the
Yeah,
linebackers
I think so
flow, run
too.
freely,
Oh,
and
Tony,
make
this
plays.
technology, man, I swear
So
to God.
we in good shape.
So, think Tony is out. We're just gonna finish this up real quick, and then hopefully we get this technology shit figured out later. Cause I don't know what's happening. Linebackers that made it. Devondre, Jermaine Grace, of course Debo. I don't know how to say this one guy's name. Yep, him. And for whatever godly reason, Duke Riley
Oh yeah,
made it.
Alukin.
Uh, I know he ended up making a stop during one game in preseason, but that was preseason. And I don't see it for him. I don't know why he's on the team, but they see something. Do you see something, Josh, that I'm missing with Duke Riley?
I don't personally, but Duke is in the same class with Vic, as in like Quinn thinks highly of both of those players, so he's going to try to give them ample opportunities to shine here before he just gives up on them. Um, so that's why Duke made it. I felt like he got outplayed by Jermaine Grace in the preseason, which he did. But like you said, the linebacker core as a whole, it's a pretty nice class. I'm glad that Jermaine Grace finally made it. We initially drafted him and then ended up cutting him, and he went on to like the Colts, but didn't make it there. And luckily he came back here. And it looks like his game has grown as a player. So I expect pretty good things for him. If he needs to fill in for Jones at any point, which I doubt he will, but yeah, the linebacker as a whole that all of them they can
Yeah.
run too.
Everybody
So
except for Duke.
that's
That's
definitely a
my
plus in this defense. So
only concern.
so as a
Our
group,
cornerback.
I love it.
Cornerbacks, we signed just about everybody again, just like our running backs. I'm surprised
Right.
we signed this many cornerbacks as well. Granted, we're probably preparing people for when True retires, because True is getting up there in age, so I'm not surprised that they signed everybody. But yeah, we got Isaiah Oliver, True, Wilson, KZ, Kendall
Well,
Sheffield,
no,
and Jordan Miller. They're all signed and ready to go. What do you think, Josh?
well, it's not for a possibility of True retiring because he's somewhat still of a young player. It's more so his contract. Um, we signed him to a lucrative deal not too long ago, and basically after this year, I think we have an out if possible. So these corners that we drafted,
Tony?
they basically take the Seattle mold
Goodness gracious. Hello. Finally.
um for cornerbacks for Quinn. Right. But with the cornerbacks, they all fit the mold that Quinn wanted. So it's basically I feel like if True Front doesn't want to restructure his deal, we may have to cut him. So with that, we have corners in place already to take his spot if needed. And then there are bigger corners too. And Quinn, he loves bigger corners like the 6'1", 6'2", 210, 215
Yeah.
type corners. So like I said, they fit the
Yeah.
mold that Quinn wants. It's just a possibility that
Hold on. Let me see.
some may be starting.
Something. I had to
Yeah.
call for any call for any
Yo, what's good? It's your boy Southbreeze 706. I don't know what happened to the end of that podcast. Just kind of cut off. Shout out to Gift Queen and Josh and that boy Sang for holding it down while your boy is on the run. But I did want to jump on real quick at the end of this while I'm editing it to bring up an interesting conversation sparked by a closet Falcons fan, Marcus Sniffles, that him and Josh discussed in the TL regarding running backs. So me and J underscore for short had a interesting back and forth about what is a typical running back, and we kind of had we had a back and forth about Alvin Kamara. So long and the short is, what I want you guys to do is add me at SB Report 706 and let me know what your definition of a typical running back is, because I think it gets confused. But I honestly think that a lot of Falcons fans will interject their fanhood into seeing things objectively. Like, again, I am a Falcons supporter. I don't like to call myself a fan because fan is short for fanatic, and I do not want to be grouped in with those people. So I don't have a problem recognizing a player from another team in our division is good. Again, when we play the Aints, Saints, whatever y'all call them, Alvin Kamara is on the scouting report. He is a guy that we have to stop. He's a weapon. He's a great player. Like, I can't deny that, even though, I'm bleed black and red. But let me know what your definition of typical running back is, and I'd love to chop it up with y'all. Shout out to Jalen. Second thing is, your boy D-Led. Fam, how does he have a job? Can somebody please let me know where you fill out the application to get a job at the, I think he works at the AJC? Like, give me his credentials. Like, I might not have, great questions, but at least I'm not going to piss off Julio Jones. Like, why are you antagonizing our best player on the team? Like, how as a journalist, you don't know that the best player, one of the most important players on our team, has not played a preseason game in the last 4 years? Like, what are you doing? Like, how was this allowed to happen? And I did see like a whole movement of Falcons fans blocking him and unfollowing him, but I was kind of confused like why y'all wrote on him so hard. But now I'm starting to kind of get it. Like that's not even like bad day questions. That's just stupidity, like flat out stupidity. So I definitely understand it. But if you do need some Falcons takes, definitely follow me at SB Report 706. Follow Jiff Queen. Follow Josh. Follow Jalen. Follow the Falcons family. We'll keep you up to date. We'll entertain y'all and hold y'all down. So again, this is Falcons Friday. Wish y'all a happy Falcons Friday, and hopefully go out and put a beating on the Vikings. So it's your boy SB Report 706. This is Third Nation Report, the unofficial official podcast of Falcons Twitter. We out. Peace.